Test. All right, Huntsville. Shot in from the point by L'Esperance. Huntsville over to pick it up. Shoot it to the line, but not out. Sloss at the point. Shoots. That is gloved down by the goaltender. Holds on for a face-off to the left. Daniel Bardo on it, in behind the net. He'll fire it out in front. Swept away by Huntsville. They'll chip it to the line and just out. L'Esperance dumps it back in behind the net. Huntsville, number 20, will pick it up. Fires it up the middle and out. McCad Smith chips it to Frelick. Frelick into the middle to Bardo. Bardo lets it go to the sidewall. Huntsville pick it up and dump it down to Elmvale territory. L'Esperance back to pick it up. Swings it around the net. He'll stop. Chips it over. And Bardo will pick it up along the wing. Brings it up over the line. Dumped down in the corner. A battle for it as it chips out in front of the net, and Huntsville bring it out. Huntsville over the Elmvale line. Number 10 stops up, looks for some help. Tries to go wink wide. That is intercepted by number 10. Huntsville back over the line. Comes in, shoots. That's deflected up and over. Come around to the near side. 16 on it, down in the corner. Latour battles with him. Able to keep control out in front. Stick lifted, and Washenko chips it out. Dump back in offside. They clear the zone and attack again. Okay. Face off down in Huntsville zone. To the left of the goaltender. Ziema in to take the face off. Wins it over to the boards, and Parnell chip it in behind the net. Ziema will pick it up. Ziema back down behind the net to Parnell, who misses it. He'll swing around to the other side where Dennis will come in, chip it back down to Parnell. Parnell on the boards. Goes rink wide. That puck is deflected, and a little race for it here into the Elmvale zone. Sloss will pick it up. Take it out of harm's way, and up the ice he goes, over the line. Down into the corner. That is taken from him. And Huntsville will pick it up in the corner. They'll try to get it to the point, but Dennis able to hold the line. Over to Parnell. Parnell shoots, that's a good save. Rebound, scores! Evan Ziema on a rebound from Hayden Parnell, and it's 1-0 Elmvale. Dennis able to keep it in at the blue line. Chips it over to Parnell. Shoots it on the outside pad. It kicks out to Evans Yema, and he scores on the rebound. 1-0 Elmvale here. 4:03 left in the first period. Puck down in behind Huntsville zone. Number 7, go around the boards, he'll keep it in the middle. Number 8 brings it out over the red line and into Elmvale. Tordig chips it off to the side. Number 6 up against the boards. Bartle will take over in his own zone. He loses the puck in front of the net. Battle in front. Chipped out. Huntsville back in the 3-on-2. That shot wide and rims around here. Chip back in behind the net. L'Esperance picks it up. Chips it around the other side, and Latour picks it up, and he will race out of the zone. In through the middle, he meanders his way into the Huntsville zone. Tries to go around the D, stopped. L'Esperance keeps it in at the blue line. Chips it in behind the net again. Huntsville around the board. 6 picks it up and will just wing it into center. That's a turnover. Latour picks it back up and back into the Huntsville zone. Chips it by 15. Goes in, gets it, tries to center it. Fans on that, and it's Huntsville out on a 2-on-1. McCad-Smith, and he goes offside. 2-on-1, a chance there for Huntsville to even the score. But it goes awry with the offside. Mogridge in to take the faceoff. McCad-Smith up the middle to Morrison. Morrison over to Mogridge. Mogridge's shot is blocked to the line, just out. Mogridge picks it back up over to Lushenko. Lushenko, shot stopped. Rebound back out to the point. Dennis's shot is blocked as well. Battle in the corner. Mogridge takes it. It's taken off of him and back to the point where Dennis gets it again. Shot right on. Stopped by the Huntsville goaltender. Swallowed up for a face-off. 2:09 left in the first. 1-0 Elmvale Coyotes. Mogridge in to take the face-off. Huntsville wins that. Number 9 will bring it around the net. Tip to the near side. That pass does not, we got a penalty coming here to Elmvale. Looks like it's probably going to be a head check. As Huntsville brings it out, gives it away to Dennis. Interference call. Washenko goes to the box. Huntsville will take over on the power play. Face off to the left of Everson Fay. It's Ziema in to take it. He loses the draw back to the point. 6 rims it around to the other side where 10 will pick it up. He shoots it quickly to the net out in front. Shot off to the side. 3 gets a shot. That's stopped by Fay. He covers up on the rebound. 1:46 in the penalty, 1:40 in the period. 6-second offset. Ziema back in to take the face-off. He loses another one, but this one comes straight out, and they'll have to retreat. Shot in, offside. And Sloss fires it down to the other end. 31 picks it up. He'll rim around the net. Stop up and look for his options. He'll drop it there. And Huntsville out of their zone. Brings it across into the top of the circle. Shot wide. Parnell here at this side tries to pick it up, and it's given away, and L'Esperance kept in by Huntsville over in the middle of the slot. He tries to get it across, can't get there. Back in front, stopped by Fay, and is cleared by L'Esperance all the way down to the Huntsville Otters end. Huntsville picks it up in their own end, and 10 again will bring it up in across the Elmvale line. He'll stop up, turn back. shot to the net. Glove down by Sloss, who will backhand it down. 30 seconds left in the period. Huntsville has to retreat again. Number 9 rims it around. Number 10 picks it up. He'll keep going back to his own in behind the goal line. He'll rim it back to 5. 5 goes rink wide to 20. 20's got it. Heads up over the red line and into Elmvale territory. Gets by Latour. He shoots it wide. 9 picks it up at the point, back down. And the buzzer goes. Latour and 20 have words there at the buzzer. 6 seconds left in the power play for the Huntsville Otters as the period draws to a close. 1-0 Elmvale on a power play goal by Evans Yema. Dennis and Parnell picking up the assists. Elmvale 2-2 in their playoff. Got two games left before semifinals starts. Today's referees, Zach McLean, Ben Vandereken, while Andrew Axai and Brian Murphy work the lines. These two teams played last week in Elmvale with a late goal, was able to pull out a 4-3 victory in Huntsville. So just 6 seconds left in the power play for the Otters here to start the second period. Daniel Bargo wins the faceoff back to McCad-Smith, who dumps it around. Partl's able to chip it, not get it by the defender. And it'll be iced down, and McCad-Smith and 3 will go there. Latour picks it up on the other side. He's bodied off the puck. But Kenny's able to get it out and down into the Huntsville zone. Huntsville picks it up. McCad-Smith holds his line, backhand. McCad-Smith again holds it, dumps it down in behind the net. Huntsville tries to center it. That is picked off by Fralick, who dumps it into the corner. Huntsville brings it out, chipped it by. It's a 2-on-1 potential icing. Oh, a tight one there. Icing's the call as it's chipped on this side of the red line. Face off back into Huntsville zone. Morrison, Mogridge, and Waschenko up front for the Coyotes. Dennis and Sloss on the point. Face off to the boards. Huntsville get there but not be able to get it out. That shot turned aside by the Huntsville goaltender. Mogridge picks it up on the wall. He shoots. That's high and wide, and it'll rim all the way out into center where Ten's got a little bit of a break. Overskates the puck. Can't turn it into anything. Sloss will pick it up in his own zone. Rim it around. Tipped out by Waschenko down, and Mogridge first on it. He shoots. That stopped by the Huntsville goaltender. And Huntsville will pick it up, bring it out, and dump it in to the Coyote zone. Huntsville's able to pick it up. 19 shoots it towards the net, well wide, and it'll go to the other side. 9 tries to chip it back in. Morrison's on it. You're able to dump it in, and it keeps on hitting an Elmvale player. Can't get it to the net. There it is at the net. There's shit. Oh, he scores! Not sure if 5 got that in front. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it may went in off the defenseman. The Coyote defenseman, Sam Dennis there. Regardless, yeah, it looks like 10 gets the goal. Shot from the corner. We got a 1-1 hockey game. 13:07 left here in the second. Elmvale unable to get it out there. Had a few chances as Huntsville kept on giving it back to them. In the end, it gets into the corner, shot at the net, and it finds its way into the zone, into the net. Ziema, Parnell, and Coram up front. And Coram will take it, chip it to the line, but not out. Restaurants again on the wall, battle. Coram picks it out of the pile and brings it up. Tries to pass it, that does not connect with Ziema, and Huntsville again take over. Their pass intercepted and it's dumped in Parnell. Goaltender leaves it for the defenseman, who will reverse it down to the other side. 15 will pick it up, back end of the wing, can't get it out. Restaurants fans on it, and Huntsville again turns it over. Ziema can't get it by the defender. Offside, delayed offside as Huntsville has some time as Elmvale has to retreat. They bring it out, that pass is deflected. Latour up to Parnell, who gets around his defenseman into the corner. He'll backhand it out in front. Huntsville turn that away and break out and turn it over. And Elmvale turns it over. Huntsville picks it up in the middle, brings it to number 8. That's a 2-on-1. 2-on-1 across the 3. He can't get the handle and he shoots it wide. Still out in front as Everson He tries to find the puck. It can't get out. Parnell couldn't get the puck out. Huntsville keeps on it. 16 into the corner. Bodied by Latour, and Ziema will come pick it up and rim it around to Coram. Coram. He'll chip it in for Parnell. Stalks his player. Hits him, but he's able to make the play. Huntsville chips it back down to 3. 3's a 1-on-1. That's stopped by Dennis. Dennis will try to go rink wide to Freilich, and that doesn't connect. Huntsville back to their own zone. Defense up to 3, who tries to chip it in the middle. That doesn't connect. Back to the Huntsville zone. Over to 10. McKinnon takes it. He's hauled down at the line. And Huntsville eventually brings it in here with a weak shot wide of the net. Cat Smith over to the other side. Out in front. That doesn't connect with Kenny. Can't get it out. He turns it over in front of the net. 10 shoots it. That's blocked. Kenny fires it around. 20 will pick it up and keep it in for the Huntsville Otters as they start to press. That shot is wide. Able to keep it in, and they'll dump it back into the corner. Race for the puck here. And Kenny's hit hard along the boards there. And 20's able to keep it in. Puck is underneath the players there. Huntsville comes out with it, shoots it towards the net. Everson turns that to the side. Huntsville again on it. Shoots it towards the net. In behind the net, Bartle's able to pick it up. He has some room, so he'll speed it out. Up over the red line, he'll chip it in and go get it. Bartle under the stick, into the front of the net. He shoots the net stop. Couple blacks at it. But the Huntsville goaltender equal to the task because he makes 2 or 3 saves on Bartle there. Good move to get into the middle by Daniel. Unable to finish. .9:47 left in the second period, a 1-1 hockey game. Mogridge into the big face-off. Won by Huntsville. They'll chip it out to center ice. Restaurants will pound it back, but Huntsville recovers it. And they'll bring it up 2-on-2 into the Elmvale zone. In and around, Sloss, he shoots, that's a good save by Everson. Where Mogridge picks up the rebound, it's stripped from him. And he'll take that player down with a cross check. Mogridge will go to the box. Mogridge, 2 minutes for cross check, 9:26 left here in the second period. Moms and dads don't like it. Probably hear that on the camera.
He needs to read the stop sign.
regardless, 2-minute penalty here as the Coyotes go to the penalty kill. Face-off won by Elmvale and dumped just out. Huntsville dump it back in. Westbrook will go retrieve it. He fires it, and it'll get out and down into the Huntsville zone. Set up for the defenseman. They'll go wide to number 3. Number 3 will chip it into the middle. That's turned over. Morrison unable to get it by the defenseman. Huntsville turns it over. Elmvale retrieve it, dump it down. Morrison off. Ziema in. Huntsville tries to make it past that, misses. No ice. Floss will pick it up, dump it out into neutral zone where number 10 picks it up. McKinnon has been all over it this afternoon or this evening. Tries to get it in, turns it over at the blue line, and Elmvale dumps it back down. Evan turns it over early. Oh, and that shot just deflects wide. Turnover on the PK. Huntsville looking for a way out of their zone. They'll get it to 5. 5 will chip it out to 3 in the middle, back to 5. He skates over the puck, and Corum takes a hit. As Huntsville brings it in, shoots it wide. 32 seconds left on the power play. And Elmvale able to dump it down. Ziema first on it. He stops up, looking for some help. Tries to get to the middle. Surrounded by 3 Huntsville players, and they take over. Chipped in, offside again. Shot towards the zone, or towards the net, a little late. Draws some words from referee Van der Eycken. Face off with 14 seconds left in the Otters power play. Won by Bartle and dumped down by Latour. Parnell on the forecheck. Huntsville turns it over in the neutral zone. Bartle back to his own zone. He will shoot it down into the Huntsville zone as the penalty expires. Kenny on. And McCad-Smith back to pick it up in his own zone. He'll shoot it, turn it over at the blue line. Huntsville turns it over. And then Elmvale turns it over. And then Huntsville turns it over. And we got Elmvale with the puck. McCad-Smith in his own zone. Up the middle, good pass out to Kenny. Kenny has to dump it in and go chase it. Huntsville first on it. Throws it up the middle. That doesn't connect, and Latour takes over, but he'll turn it over to 20. 20. A little bit of ping pong here. Nobody wants to keep the puck. Elmvale brings it out. That's whistled back in by 20. Elmvale go back to pick it up. Latour back, kept in by the Huntsville Otters at the blue line. Latour brings it out over the red line into the zone. Into the zone, brings it along the boards here, dumps it in to the corner where Huntsville will pick up. Huntsville rims it around and will go out where McCad-Smith will pick it up. McCad-Smith to Freilich. Freilich to Huntsville. Huntsville to Elmvale. McCad-Smith again picks it up in behind the net. He'll try to get it around. Huntsville picks that pass up. Hard hit along the boards there by McCad-Smith. And Huntsville keep it in though. Back to the point. 12 down to the guy number 16. 16 will turn it over to Bartle. Bartle will pick it up. Go behind the net, and he turns the puck over. Back out in front, nothing. Back to the point. 20 shoot. That shot's got blocked. Kenny up over the blue line, chipped it into the middle. Huntsville zone. Bogridge able to come off the fence, gets that errant pass, shoots it, going high. Loved by the Otters goaltender anyway. Holds on for a face-off. Face-off to the left of the Huntsville's goalie. Moss at the point. Shot stopped by Otters goalie, and the Otters will recover. They'll shoot it out, turn it over at the neutral zone. Elmvale comes back. It's Mogridge bringing it up over the blue line into the middle. Backhand is blocked. They'll pick it up in the corner. Bodied hard in the corner. Huntsville tipped around with Washenko. Washenko's able to pick it up, dump it back into the corner. Huntsville picks it up, gives it away. Mogridge trying to get the no shoots. That's blocked. Deflected into the corner. Four will pick it up. He can't move it quick enough, and Morrison turns it over again. Morrison gives it up to Huntsville, and they'll chip it out, and 10 has a one-on-one with Dennis. He'll shoot. That's stopped by Fay into the corner. 2-on-1 here in the corner. Huntsville picks it up. Back to the point. His shot. Oh! Deflected. Fay able to corral the rebound. Hold it for a whistle. 4:14 left here in the second period. (1-1). 4:14 left here in the second period. Face off to the right of Fay. Ziema on to take the face off for Elmvale. He's chucked out of the dot. Parnell can't win it. Huntsville shoot wide. Corum brings it up over his blue line. That play is stopped. Gets it to Ziema, who will dump it in. Stopped up behind the net by the goaltender. 15 picks it up. He almost turns it over there to Parnell. With 31, pick it up, and he'll rim it around. That'll get out, but it'll be recovered by Elmvale in the neutral zone. Coyotes, Ziema brings it up over the blue line. Cuts to the middle. That play is stopped. Dumped down. Parnell out in front. Back to the point. Lesfranc shoots. That's blocked by 31. He chips it out. Had a 2 or 3-on-1 there. If he could have skated it out or passed it out, but instead he ices it. So with 3:24, face-off will come back into the Otters zone. Not many good chances for either team at this point. Ziema on to take the face-off again. Scramble to the side. Ends up behind the net where Parnell picked it up. Ziema back to the point. McCad Smith tries a one-time fans on it. Oh, and we got a 3-on-1. Come down Elmvale. Oh, Huntsville turns it over, and now we got a 3-on-2 the other way. 3-on-2, and Parnell goes offside. Looked like Huntsville was just trying to leave it for the trailing man. Pushed it too far ahead, turned it over. Elmvale went the other way. Parnell couldn't hold up at the blue line. We got offside. So a couple odd man rushes both ways and no shots. I'm not even sure they got it in the zone either way. Face off won by Huntsville. Back into the corner. 2 Elmvale players are down, and Huntsville picks it up. He'll get it out to 4. 4 across the red line, dumps it in. Dennis back to retrieve it. He'll chip it. And he come out in front. McCad Smith swipes it out of harm's way. Back to the point. Huntsville shoot. That's deflected wide by McCad Smith. Bat along the boards there. Huntsville into the slot. That's backhanded wide. McCad Smith again in behind. He does get it. And Barlow will chip it in and race for it. 20. Hard back out into the neutral zone. Where McCad Smith will pick it up. Give it to Penny. Penny can't get by 5. 5 will chip it down into the Elmvale zone where 10 will pick it up. Number 10. He loses the handle. Back into the corner. Huntsville in behind the net. Tries to shoot it out in front. It's in front scramble. Fralick will fire it out to the neutral zone. Get it out of harm's way. But Huntsville back on it. Will dump it back into the Elmvale zone. Dennis rims it around. Huntsville will pick it up on the sideboards. That's turned over, and Barlow will bring it out. Barlow over to Kenny. Kenny up over the line. He'll shoot. That's wide. Barlow pick it up here near the Elmvale bench. Down to Wishenko. Wishenko through the middle. That goes all the way to the other side where 14 will pick it up. He'll get it to the middle where 10 bringing up over the blue line. He'll drop it to 14. 14 shoots. That's deflected by the Smith. Smith up and over the net. As Huntsville got a decent scoring opportunity there. Wishenko battles with Huntsville. He turns it over to the blue line, but Sloss is able to come and chip it out to neutral zone, where Huntsville will take over again and dump it back into the Elmvale zone. McCad Smith in behind his net. Will cut the net, and he's out. It's a 3-on-2. 3-on-2 in the Huntsville zone. He'll get wide in behind the net. Whistle goes. Net was knocked off its moorings there by the Otters goaltender. So that rush chance is thwarted by an unfortunate incident. .9 seconds left here in the second period. 1-1 still. Ziema, Mogridge, and Parnell up front. Face off won by Morganfield, fire it wide. Sloss into the corner. That shot turned aside by the goaltender. Back to the point. Dennis across to Ziema. Ziema into his skates down to Parnell. Parnell that's Sloss. Shoots it wide. They'll come all the way down into Elmvale territory where Fay will pick it up. Scoot it in behind the net where Ziema will pick it up. Get it into the corner. 5 seconds remain. Into the slot. It'll chipped out, and that'll end the period. So at the end of 2, And we're back here for the third period. Ziema, Parnell, Corum start up front for the Coyotes. Latour and McCat-Smith on the point. Face-off. Won by Huntsville, but taken by Corum. Shoots, stopped by Huntsville's goaltender. Went around and McCat-Smith able to chip it down into the zone where Huntsville will recover and ice the puck down. No icing called. Latour has to pick it in behind the net. He'll chip it up along the wall. Into the middle. Huntsville shoots it out. McCat-Smith. Parnell picks it up into the neutral zone. Tries to find his way, dumps it in. He'll go after it and pick it up. But Huntsville recovers. Ziema in front, shoots it just wide. Corum picks it back up and back to Ziema, who fires it wide again. A good chance for Ziema right in the slot on a good pass from Corum. Ziema back, meanders his way through the zone. Over. Corum, wide angle shot stopped by the Huntsville goaltender. He covers up. Couple good chances for Ziema there. Shoots it wide on both occasions. 13:54 remains here in the third period. Face-off off to the right of the Otters goaltender. Bartle in to take the face-off of the Coyotes. Otters win it and will rim it around. Sloss down from the point, able to keep it in. Bartle picks it up to Kenny, keeps it in, fires it wide. Graylick picks that up. And Bartle behind the net, try to stuff it in from the weak side. Huntsville is able to cover up the rebound, hold it for a face-off as Elmvale comes close to scoring for a third time here in this third period. .33 left here in the 1-1 hockey game. Elmvale looking to go improve their record to 3-2 here in the round robin portion of the OMHA playoffs. And it's Kenny, unable to chip it by the defenseman, takes it to the corner. Huntsville will be able to pick it up at 5. Brings it up to the line. He'll backhand it across to 4. 4, chips it into the middle, behind 10, but he's able to pick it up and bring it into the Coyote zone. He'll put it into the slot, shot! That is deflected wide. Good chance for the Otters. McKinnon tries to center it. That's deflected, and now it ends up in the corner where McKinnon picks it up again. He'll skate it behind the net. Brings it out. Stops up in front of the net. Preston. Kenny brings it around the net, shoots it out. And Fralick will chip it down into the Otter zone where Bartle will chase it down. Bartle. Huntsville able to evade Bartle, but not Morrison. Able to pick it up and rim it around, and it'll get out where Latour will pick it up in the neutral zone. Latour up over the red line. Into the zone. Tries to get around. We got a penalty coming there to 19. That's going to be a hold probably. Yep. Vandericken with the hold call as Latour meandered his way into the zone, got wide and had to be hauled down by 19. So to the power play, the Coyotes go here. The 12-10 left here in the third period. Mogridge, Morrison, and Waschenko on up front for the Coyotes. McCat-Smith and Lesperance on the back end. Face-off over to Waschenko. Back to McCat-Smith. He will dump it down to Mogridge. Chips it back to Waschenko. Shoots, he scores! Waschenko on the power seconds. And the Coyotes have a 2-1 lead. It was McCat-Smith who dumped it down to Mogridge into the corner. Mogridge chips it out to Waschenko, who drove to the net, fires it short side on the goalie, and we got ourselves a 2-1 hockey game. 12:02 left here in the third period. Mogridge wins the face-off. And Washenko's able to pick it and chip it up into the zone. Mogridge takes his man down. But Huntsville able to get it out to center ice. Washenko picks it back up and turns it around. He'll dump it in and recover it himself. Into the corner. Back in behind the net. He'll come around, passes it back to Lesbron. Shoots, that's stopped by the goaltender. Rebound. Mogridge couldn't find it. Picks it up in the corner. And McCad-Smith will dump it in behind the net where Washenko will pick it up. He tries to center it to Mogridge. That misses. And it'll come all the way down to the Coyote zone where Fay will set it up for McCad-Smith. He stops behind the net. Rims it back here to Morrison. Morrison at the hash marks. Chips it out. Mishandled by Mogridge. He'll have to bring it back down into his own zone. Lesperance in behind his own net. Off to the wing. One-time pass out of the zone by Washenko, but Huntsville's able to recover and dump it into the Coyote zone. Shot from the point, that goes wide. Washenko in a race over there. Can't get to it. It's dumped back into the zone. McCad-Smith reverses. Little pass to Washenko's able to one-time it into the middle, and Mogridge across the blue line. Gets wide. Gets to the backhand, able to shoot it. Huntsville's goalie stops it for a whistle. Couple pushes after the whistle. No penalties. Face off to the right of the Otters goal. Ziema, Parnell, Coram up front. Dennis, McCad-Smith on the point. 10:30 remains here. Everybody's getting away with late changes now. Oh, more changes, less changes. Lots of people on the ice. Face-off controlled by Elmvale. They'll dump it in behind the net. Coram tips it out in front. Recovered by Huntsville. They'll stop up, go rink wide. Five's able to get it across the red line, dump it in. Sam Dennis back to retrieve. They'll chip it by, up to the point. They're able to keep it in, but Ziema picks it up and Dennis gets into center ice. He's knocked down and Huntsville will take over, but McCad-Smith takes it. B of A's one check, chips it in Huntsville. Chips it out to the side, Coram will dump it in behind the net. Huntsville pick it up in the corner, up to Five, will chip it out. Where McCad-Smith will again take over. To Ziema, he fans on it. Huntsville's able to pick it and dump it into the Elmvale zone. McCad-Smith along the boards. Stopped by Coram. Coram takes it out, he turns it over. McCad-Smith picks it up, across the blue line. Off to wide. Tries to pass it out in front, he fans on it. Ziema turns it over, and they'll go over to the side. There's Dennis. Huntsville just dumps it out, and off the bench comes Ken. Sloss off the bench as well, able to meet him. Knocks him over, looking for a penalty, no call. Ziema picks it up, across the blue line, chips it out to Kenny. Kenny, good pass is blocked. Into the corner where Parnell will run it around to Sloss. Sloss grabs it, tries to dump it around, and Ziema is able to keep it in, but not for long. Latour in his own zone, goes D to D, up the middle, Sloss to Parnell. He gets on the outside. Kenny picks it up. His shot deflected wide, where Huntsville will pick it up the middle. Good pass there out of his zone. He can't handle it, and Latour is able to get back on 10. Bartle comes in, knocks his man down. Takes over, but turns it over. Huntsville able to pick it back up. They'll turn it over, and Kenny tries to go up the middle, can't get it by 10. 10 able to get to the net. That shot is blocked by Sloss, sliding across. Bartle pick it up in his own zone and skate it out to the neutral zone across the red line and into the Otters territory. He gets down into the corner where 19's able to pick it up off the stick of Bartle, but Elmvale's able to keep it in, and they'll dump it into the corner. Huntsville brings it around. Off to the wing. They'll be able to skate it out. He'll try to chip it in the middle. That's turned over to Frelick. Frelick going the other way. Across the blue line. He shoots. Turned away by Huntsville's goalie. He'll pick up his own rebound. He'll look for somebody to pass it to. He'll get it to Kenny in his skates. It deflects to Bardo, who shoots, and that's wide. Huntsville will recover. Tries to go down into the lead pass to 8. 8 into the middle. Fay swipes it to the corner dangerously. Elmvale fires it out to the neutral zone. Huntsville pick it up and bring it in. And 4 into the middle, under the backhand shot. Stopped by Fay. Shoulder save on a backhand shot by Huntsville. Out of the blue line, Bartle, a 2-on-1 here. Tries to tip it over to Wishenko. Just gets out of the reach of him. He's able to bring it in anyway. Behind the net, he passes it out into the middle. And Huntsville recovers. Back into the Elmvale zone. He'll turn it over, and Les Bronze gets it to Bartle. Bartle can't handle the pass. Huntsville comes back in. Shot stopped by Fay into the corner. He'll shoot it out in front. Morrison picks it up, and he'll turn it over. Eventually chipped out by Bartle to the center ice, where Huntsville pick it up and just fire it all the way back down. Mogers can't handle the pass. 31 shoots. Stopped by Fay. He smothers the rebound for a whistle with 6:21 left here in the third period. Elmvale leads 2-1. Turnover at the blue line. Gives Huntsville a chance there. Shoulder saved by Fay. Able to corral the rebound, and we got a face-off to the left of Fay. Mogers back on, take the face-off. Huntsville wins it cleanly back to the point. They're able to shoot it. Deflected. Wide of the net. Huntsville recovers. They shoot it towards the net. It goes off to the side of the net. Latour picks it up. One little tap. A tap by Wishenko to Mogers. Mogers over to Morrison. Across the blue line. His shot. Weak and wide. But Wishenko's able to pick it up and rim. That was stopped by the goaltender. Latour dumps it back in. Mogers into Wishenko. Wishenko out in the middle. Huntsville recovers. Backhand pass where Latour takes over and gives it up as a 2-on-1, 3-on-1. 3-on-1, Huntsville coming into the Elmvale zone. Shot stopped by Fay. He can't find it. Pucked up high on Fay. Catches him in the forward area. I think the puck rolled down and knocked off his own pad and into the net. Huntsville's able to tie the score here. 5:36 left in the third period. A 3-on-1, he just shoots it up high and the puck just rolls down and into the net through the legs of Fay. He adjusts his equipment. So with 5.5 left to go, we're back tied here. Parnell takes his man hard down into the corner. But Huntsville's able to get it out and we're back on the offense. 8 gets around Sloss. Sloss able to track him down. He's got a penalty in the back end. Sloss will get a hit there. Called by the back official. So after giving up the tying goal, the Coyotes will go to the penalty kill, and the Otters will have a chance on the power play. Sloss for hooking, 5:18 left here in the third period. On to kill the penalty, we got Corum, Ziema, McCad Smith, and Dennis. Number 3 takes a face-off for Huntsville, who wins it. They've been real good in the circle today. Huntsville's been winning the majority of the face-offs. They'll pick it up behind the net. 5. Mishandles it but recovers. Shoots it towards the net. Bay's able to make a pad save and put it into the corner. Huntsville recovers. In behind the net. Looking for somebody to pass it to. Tries and can't get it in front. Now it's in front. Shot. Stopped by Fay. Scramble in front. Ends up into the corner. Ziema gets it. Fans on it. Second chance he falls, but is able to ice the puck. Good chance for Huntsville there. Couple little miscues, ends up in front of the net. They'll bring it up over the red line and into the zone. Stop up, given away. And Dennis is able to chip it out center ice. where Huntsville will pick it back up, bring it back towards the line. Owen. Horham's unable to handle the puck. Had a potential breakaway there, but couldn't catch up to it. Parnell takes his man down hard again, and he's going to stay down. Huntsville turned the puck over there to Coram. Coram tried to chip it out in front of himself, but got away from him. He couldn't catch up, or he would have had a breakaway. Two 4:04 left here in the third period. 46 seconds left in the Otters power play. As I believe it's number 10 for Huntsville. Looks like he was holding his knee as he went to get back up, and he was limping across the ice. He's had the puck on his stick quite a bit today, so that'll be a big loss for the Otters if he can't return.
Hey guys, it's 2-2.
And the little one is in the box is a baby.
Well, the face-off will be down in Otters territory, off to the left of the goaltender.
Very well made. It's not funny.
Bartle, Parnell up front. Dennis stays on. McCad Smith will join him. Bartle, off the face-off, fires it towards the net. Otters goaltender will be able to pick it up and set it up behind his own net. And Huntsville breaks out over the line, 16. On Dennis, one-on-one. Able to get his way in behind the net and keep control of the puck. Chipped in behind, loose puck over there. Parnell pick it up. They'll go up the middle and out of the zone. Bartle through the neutral zone. Tries to get around the defenseman, can't, and 20 will recover. He'll turn it over. But Bartle just fired in behind the net. 8 seconds left on the penalty. As Huntsville dumps it back down to Elmvale, who will fire it back. Glove down by Parnell. 20 takes him down and turns the puck over. 16 turns the puck over. Huntsville recover in their own zone. Up in the neutral zone. Great train coming there in the name of McCad Smith. Turns that puck over. Mogrid's got it behind his own net. He chips it out. Kenny can't handle the pass, and Huntsville will take over. Dee into the middle. That's a turnover. Mogrid gets out wide. Has a step on a guy, but he turns it over, and they turn it over, and it'll be end up behind the net. And Kenny will pick it up in his own neutral zone. He'll shoot it down, not ice it. No icing. Huntsville will pick it up in their own zone, get it outside the zone. They turn it over and it's onside. Graylick down into the corner. Huntsville's able to dump it out. No icing as it was touched by a Coyote on the way down. Restaurants around. And Mogan will pick it up in his own zone. Hustle across the blue line. Shot deflected. Up, another play. Exactly 2 minutes left to go here in the third period. Otters 2, Coyotes 2. DM on to take the face-off again. Face-off. Scrambled. But Brody Coram is able to recover into the slot. Knocked off of Ziema's stick. And they'll come out. Sloss will track it down in his own zone, but he's bumped off the puck. 31 picks it up. He'll fire it into the middle. That tipped off to 16. 16 shoots. Nice blocker save by Fay. Turned aside. L'Esperance into the middle. Look, Ziema across to the weak side, and Parnell dump it back in. And behind the net, 31 picks it up. He is dropped. And a penalty coming to the Coyotes again here. 126. Parnell trips up 31 as he's trying to exit the zone. And the Coyotes will play the rest of this game shorthanded, unless they give up a power play goal, I guess. Ziema, Corum, McCad, Smith, and Dennis on to start this penalty kill. Face off. Scrambled, and Ziema's able to pick it up. Ziema across the blue line, heads into the Otters zone where he'll turn around. And he'll bring it back to his line. Oh, he's still with the puck. Gets through the middle, and he is dumped by 31. And he's feeling the effects as the Otters come across the line. Shot by 6, that's well wide. Huntsville will pick it up on the other side. McCad Smith will grab it. 31 dumps McCad Smith along the boards. 31's got the penalty on the end.
Watch it on the video. You guys have it on video, boys. Watch it.
Parents again getting into it over in the stands.
What do you teach your kids? Same thing you're teaching your kids, I guess.
Referees talk it over center ice. 52 seconds left here. 2-2 hockey game. The Otters were on the power play. I know 31 is getting the penalty.
He was talking to the ref, if you didn't know. Yeah.
Looks like Ziema will go into the box as well. And maybe an extra Huntsville Otter as well. So likely 4-on-4 here for the last 52 seconds. There it comes on the board, yes. So Huntsville gets the extra 2. Face-off will be down in Otters territory. We'll play 4-on-4 for the 52 seconds. Looks like Mogridge, Kenny, Dennis, and Sloth on for the Coyotes. 2-2 hockey game, less than a minute left to go.
2 minutes.
10 and 14 on to take the face-off. One cleanly by Mogridge. Back to Sloth. Sloth. Shot into the middle. That's deflected out wide. Dennis will recover it at the blue line. He'll dump it into the corner. Mogridge tries to recover, but 10 will pick it up in the corner as well. He will rim it around. That's a turnover. Dennis will be able to pick it up. He'll fire it right away. Deflected in front. And Huntsville able to pick it up. 2-on-2 back. Sloth turns it over right away in the neutral zone. Dennis from his blue line, across their blue line. Shot. Blocker save by the goaltender. He shoots. Oh, another stop. 2 good saves by the Otters goaltender. As Dennis picked up a loose puck in the neutral zone. Got across the blue line. Fired it. Blocker's side, went straight up in the air. Dropped down beside the net, and he was able to get another whack at it. 15.5 here to go in the third period of a 2-2 hockey game. Mogridge remains on. Take the face-off. Won the last one cleanly. Tries to go forward with it. Scrambled. Dennis picks it up at the blue line. His shot. Wide. Down to 7 seconds. Sloth shot. It's wide. Around the other side. Dennis will try to keep it in. He doesn't, as the time will run out. And that'll be it. The Otters score one late, tie it up 2-2. So the Coyotes will have their record go to 2-2-1 in their 5 round robin games, and they'll